Now, Alfie Boe has had an incredible career so far, performing all over the world, singing in front of the late Queen. 4 top 10 albums, Holly. 4 of them.
Incredible. It's amazing. He has now documented the stories from his time in the music business. In this book here it is, his brand new one, Face the Music. He's here to tell us more. It is lovely to see you, Alfie,
thank you.
as always.
Nice to be here. I'm well, thank you.
You look great.
Oh, thank you.
Have you been working?
Well, you know,
big guy?
a little bit.
Yeah,
just getting ready for touring.
Congratulations on the book.
Thank you.
I think whenever you start to write something like this, and I know you've written one before, but there's a lot that has happened since then, and this is very much the good times, the celebrations, but there are some tough times in here, and it was important to you to address all of that.
It was. I mean, it's a really good platform to be able to tell my story and hopefully help someone else through their struggles, you know, that they may be going through by listening to how I dealt with it.
You've got the tools that have helped you. I mean, music is obviously a big part of that, and breathing and all that sort of stuff.
Exactly.
But they're here. You want to share that?
I do. You know, music has always been a big part of my life since being a little kid. So I started writing my own songs, performing more, listening to music. If I was feeling down, listening to sad music and embracing that feeling. Exercising, cooking, you know, doing it all just doing anything to try and put in my little tool bag that makes me feel better.
It's so interesting you say that about sad music. Because sometimes it's OK to go, you know, I'm feeling a little bit down. I'm going to put on something that evokes those emotions. I'm going to roll with it for half an hour and just, you know, embrace it a bit.
People think they don't have the licence to do that. They think that they sometimes feel ashamed of feeling like that. So they'll put it aside, they'll brush it under the carpet and it'll just fester. And so if you don't address it, you know, you get it out in the open, you visualise it, you see it, you deal with it, and then you can get on with the rest of it.
And let it go.
And let it go.
Ultimately, is what you need to do.
Yeah.
So that, you know, that's all in there, but also it's a celebration of the good and the great times as well. And you were very, very lucky and fortunate to perform in front of the late Queen. In fact, but more than... I mean, obviously, we had the Diamond Jubilee, you've her 90th birthday, but you also had dinner with her.
I did. I was friends with... I'm still friends with her grandson, Peter Phillips.
Yeah.
And he invited me to Windsor Castle to have a celebratory dinner with him and a few of friends and Her Majesty. And I sat next to Her Majesty at the table, and we had a wonderful conversation, and I said, Mum, this has been an incredible week for me. At the start of the week, I bought myself a house. And at the end of the week, I'm sat having dinner with yourself.
So mad.
And she said to me, well, the highlight of your week, Alfie, should be the buying of your house. And I said, why is that, Mum? And she said to me, isn't it nice to know that you own a piece of England?
Oh, my gosh.
And I thought, wow, that just, like, hit me so hard.
That's incredible.
And it's such a wonderful thing to say.
Yeah, it really is.
How normal was a conversation with the Queen? I mean, we forget that she was, although a wonderful human being, still just a human being.
I mean, personally, it was pretty much like going and visiting your friend's grandmother. That was how it felt.
That's what you were doing.
And that was how it felt as well. She was just so natural, so proud of you know, by that statement, proud of the country that she reigned over, and you know, she's a remarkable woman.
Did she have a favourite song of yours?
Bring him home.
Bring him home, exactly. There you go. She never mentioned that. I did actually sing at her 90th birthday at Windsor Castle, and they said, what song are you going to sing, Alfie? And I said, Mum, it's one of your favourites. It's Nightingale in Berkeley Square. And she went, that's not my favourite. She was joking.
She did have a good sense of humour. Talking of Les Mis, because we have to, you went to go and see it before you'd actually performed it yourself, and you knew from just sitting there that this was going to have a special place in your heart.
Yeah, I remember.
I can't actually watch you sing this. It makes me...
So beautiful.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It really gets me.
Oh, thank you.
It is one of the most beautiful songs.
It's incredibly written. Isn't it? Yeah, Claude Michel Schoenberg. Originally, it wasn't in the musical from the start. They were looking for a song for the second act. For Valjean, and so they went away, they wrote this one, and that was that, you know, from Colm Wilkinson did it originally.
Well, when Colm Wilkinson, my mother played it to me, I couldn't believe This was an Irish person singing this incredible song.
And I was, so lucky that we got to sing at the end of the 25th anniversary. I got lucky enough to sing it with Colm.
Did you?
At the end of the concert, yeah.
Wow.
That's very special.
It was very good.
You're going to be doing a lot more singing because, like we said, you're going on tour next week. So that's everywhere, all over the show.
All over the UK, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. Yeah,
fantastic.
Hopefully, Colm will come and see us in Dublin as
well.
Yeah, I mean, free tickets. Is that what you're saying?
There you go. And you're welcome as well if you want.
Well, I'd love to. I came to see you at the Albert
Hall. I remember that.
It was amazing. And you're at the Palladium at Christmas, and this actually is right up my street. So it's you and Penny Smith, and you're
presenting a big Christmas gala, big Christmas show for Scala Radio. And, that'll be fun. I've never done any presenting before, so...
That'll be brilliant.
It's very difficult.
Is it really?
We make it look...
I'm observing like crazy. I'm taking notes.
I wouldn't. How do you prepare for a big tour? I mean, joking aside, you really do look in great shape. Do you have to physically be fit for it?
Yeah, I mean, it helps to be physically fit and healthy. Vocally, I, watch what I eat, watch what I drink. I don't drink when I'm on tour, so I'm sort of show ready all the time. And yeah, it is. It's just important to just keep yourself healthy.
Look after yourself.
Because the shows are so close together, back to back, that you want to do as good a show as you possibly can every single night, if not better.
Healthy body, healthy mind as well.
Exactly.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
You are very busy. This is the book that we're talking about, Face the Music. This is out on the 7th of September. The album, Open Arms, I can never say this, the Symphonic Songbook. That's right.
Symphonic,
thank you. 27th of October, and you're on tour as of next week. Go and find you. You're out there somewhere.
Thank you so much.
We had a face reader. We had a face reader in earlier today, and she'd say you have a kind face.
Oh, bless.
Doesn't he?
Oh, thank you.
Just a lovely, kind face. Anyway, good luck with it all.
Thank you so much. Lots of love to you.
Thank you. Right, it's time to find out what the news.
You have a round
face. I do have a round face, and you have a rectangular Superman face. It is time to round up the T-Birds and grab your pink ladies' jackets because Greece is the word for our next guest.
Yes, Peter Andre and Jason Donovan are currently starring in their hit musical as it continues its hugely popular run on the West End.
And they're joining us now to reveal what fans can expect. It is obviously lovely to have you here this morning.
Great to be here.
Both of you.
Bright, fresh, sunny September.
I know.
Isn't it exciting?
Can we address the elephant in the room, please? Right? Just hear me out for a second. I see Alison. I come in. She's like, all right, babes, that's what I get, right? That's what I get. He gets a lap dance, right? I've never seen you so excited.
This is my childhood. I'm so hot. I'm actually fanning myself.
Yeah, but couldn't you just wait till I left?
I really tried to be cool because you've got to remember I used to run home. Neighbours. You were on my wall, babes. This is a big moment for me, and I'm sorry to make this all
I love it.
I just love you.
Oh, thank you. And look, listen, the feeling is mutual.
But you know what? The feeling is more than mutual for you two.
Yeah.
Because when you first saw Jason Donovan back in the day, you had all right, you might not have straddled him, but you had a similar reaction.
Yeah, so I really liked a girl on a bus. I was about 13 years old, and I've actually told you this story, haven't I?
Yeah.
We were on the Gold Coast in Australia, and I remember I was trying to impress this girl on the bus. She was not interested. Common theme. Anyway, and as we were driving down the road on the way, past the beach, I heard all these girls screaming, right? And they're going, oh, Jason, Jason. So I went to the window and I looked out and I went, what's everyone screaming at him for, right? Hold on. Then I started getting excited. No, I started getting excited and I went, Jason! And everyone had stopped at that point and they all looked at me and
You started to scream?
I started to scream. I really got excited.
You started to
scream. So you
understand
where I'm coming from, Peter?
I do get it, but I contain it, Alison.
But how do you do that? Do you breathe? What do you do? How do you be cool?
I think he's grown up.
I think so, yeah, I think so.
He's got a plunge pool. He's got an ice bath in his back garden. He jumps in there every night after the show just to keep the temperature
to cool down after I've been with you, Jason.
The show that you're talking about is Greece. I mean, what a show to be in. I mean, for both of you, particularly, even growing up, this show was... When the movie first came out, it was important to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, Grease is sort of part of our popular culture, and you know, it's a classic. And I guess for me, you know, growing up in the '70s in Australia with Olivia Newton-John, it's just such an iconic show. And you know, to spend some time with this guy, we have dressing rooms that are next to each other. You know, we have fun. We have fun.
Two Aussies in the
Two
West
Aussies,
End.
yeah.
I know you weren't born in Australia, but you moved there when you were 6.
Yes.
What's it like? Have you got a special bond with each other?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, from the minute we first met, we're just as if we'd known each other all our lives.
Yeah.
And, you know, it is an iconic show, and both of us being able to do it it's quite...
Well, you originally thought you were up for the role of Danny.
All right, you don't need
Did I
to...
tell you, actually,
Mate,
did I tell you my pitch to the producer?
Not my day.
My pitch to the producer was, if you're going to play Danny, I want to be Sandy.
You see, now that would have been...
Yeah, you're the one that I want.
You are. I am hopelessly devoted to
You're the one that I want.
Stop it.
This is true. So years and years ago, probably about 8, 9 years ago, years ago, I was offered the part of Danny.
Right.
And I didn't do it. I never did it. Yeah, 8 years ago.
Really?
Yes, believe it or not, right?
How old were you then?
You look good.
Then all of a sudden I get the call, now that I can do it, and they go, would you like to be in Grease? And I said, of course, I'd love to play Danny. They went... No, no, not quite. So now I play Teen Angel. No, you play Teen Angel.
He's got the merch too. He's got the merch.
Mate, it's actually not a merch.
Can you buy that?
No. This is I would not wear one that you could buy on the show.
Jason, does it bring you back, like going back to original time in the West End and being in Joseph?
Yes.
I mean, that was kind of your first time in the West End. Was it 1992?
91. So the irony was Grease was playing at the Dominion Theatre, which is where we are with this show now, and we were at the Palladium. There was always sort of a little bit of rivalry between the two shows. Craig McLachlan, Debbie Gibson, Shane Ritchie was in Grease at the time. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it's sort of, you know, as one gets more mature, I think is the words, the eyes.
What is she up to?
She's looking at me. She's giving me a wink every time.
I'm not giving you a wink, Jason.
Holly, can we create something, please?
I don't think we can compete with this, to be honest. You've turned into an absolute puzzle.
I don't even know what to ask you. I just want to ask you so much about Neighbours.
Anyway, look, I'm going back to the show. I'm going back. What was I saying?
Who do you play?
I play Teen
Angel.
Yes.
And do you play...
Vince Fontaine.
Vince, OK.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
But you've
fun.
done Teen Angel before, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're great roles, because actually in the film, if you think Teen Angel in the film, it's kind of that real slow part, right?
Yeah.
And I used to fast-forward it. But in the actual theatre, everything leads to this point.
So good.
For me, it's... Listen, I mean, apart from the fact that the audience are just waiting in anticipation for my second act entrance.
Of course.
It's a relatively small part to play, and I don't spend my Sundays in physio stressed out. I'm quite enjoying doing a little bit less and getting that sort of...
I can imagine you just chilled out for the whole of Act 1.
I am.
Chilled out in your dressing room. What do you do in that time?
I stretch. I do more stretching. And I steam.
Stop imagining it.
and I steam. I steam.
Alison, he walks into my dressing room in his undies.
Does he?
Every night. Yep. Every night.
That's
every
part
single
of your pre-show ritual, though. This is something that started and now has to continue to happen.
And now that it's hot outside, we've got the door open for ventilation.
It's actually really nice and romantic. And
she's going to be peeking round that door.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I'm just here at stage door because I've got a friend.
Come up the fire escape.
So, look...
Come on, just you and me.
He's already told you...
the fire escape together.
He's already told you that he's only got a small part. So, you know, this is working out really well.
It's a secret entrance. It's a secret. Not many people know about our fire. Not many people know about our fire escape.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Come on.
I've never wanted to see Grease more than today, if I'm honest with you.
More than Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta. And,
oh, yeah.
Well, you said you wanted to ask him questions about Neighbours, and actually we thought we were done with the Neighbours questions.
Yeah.
Because obviously we thought the final one, and obviously you and Kylie went back, and it was all really magical. And then quite quickly after that, they came back again.
With Amazon. I mean, when Amazon comes knocking, you open the door. It's like a prime delivery. I think we were surprised, but honestly, I mean, we were surprised, to be totally honest.
I know, you just literally did that one episode.
But the good news is that I think because of the impact we all had on that show, and a lot of people sort of said, why did you go back? And I mean, you've got to remember where you sort of come from, and we just wanted to sort of pay respect to a show that changed our lives.
Yeah.
In many ways. So.
And it's nice for the real fans for it to still be there.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually quite nice that it continues.
Yeah. I mean, I was asked to sing the theme tune, but I felt that the moment that Kylie and I had in that last episode was enough. So,
yeah, it doesn't get better than that, does it?
No. I just want to imagine this bromance that you two have got together. Do you ever sing any Peter Andre songs?
Do you need to imagine, or...
do you ever sing any of Peter Andre songs?
Always.
Because there's a lot of people who love Peter Andre. I was on Instagram, I was watching Gino. He was dancing
Gino was singing along to
your songs. You had something with Seal.
Yes,
not the Seal.
Really?
Could you believe? No, the Seal. I performed with Seal. It was brilliant.
Not the singer Seal.
Yeah, and now I'm with you on stage.
That's what I thought this one too. But I saw the clip, which I think we have.
Let's have a look.
Really?
We should have just left it at Seal. We should have just left it.
No doubt you look so fine. I want to be with a woman just like you.
I thought it was...
Yeah.
It's the funniest.
I thought... Where was that?
Things haven't been going that well for me lately.
They've been going great.
I mean, you know,
about? This is where is that?
He wants to go.
On the GC, on the Gold Coast?
No, this was in England.
Oh, OK.
I mean, they've got real talent.
I thought you were singing with Seal.
I know, that's what I was kind of... if we'd had just said that and not shown the clip, it would have been brilliant.
Okay, come on,
we've got we've got a gift for you. That's why, because we've obviously you've been amazing this morning, and we love
It's me.
You must remember to come up the fire escape, though, please.
Don't worry, she won't forget that. But this bromance between you, which we are loving, we thought, what better way to celebrate that than with something that's gone viral on TikTok?
Yeah,
They're called bromance socks. So there's a pair of socks each.
Okay.
And they actually... Stay connected.
Oh my God, we
when
are
you get
so wearing that.
They hold. Oh no!
Why don't we go
They've
one black,
apart.
one white?
Hold on.
Oh, it's all right. Yeah, that's
Here we go. Here we go. You can have a pair each anyway, and then when you come together.
Why don't we go one black, one white each?
One black, one white.
Just so that
the magnets might not go the right way around.
Oh no, she's right.
To me.
She's right. Here you go, mate. Do you want?
Listen, I won't be putting those on now, but when Alison turns up backstage, I'll make sure I have my socks on ready to go.
We'll wait and see what happens. So now, Jason and Peter are starring in Greece between August and October at the Dominion Theatre. Oh, I need to write that down. Tickets are available now. Thank you for joining us.
That was fun.
That was fun. It was fun to be with you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Forget about the Emmys, forget about the BAFTAs. Tomorrow night is the biggest event in the TV calendar.
Yes!
It is, of course, the National Television Awards.
And the man responsible for keeping the room of celebrities in full check is this guy. Yes, look at him. Ain't he gorgeous?
Hello. Yes, I am ready. Everything is going to be NTA OK. Hello, Wembley! I thought maybe a dog would work better than jokes to grab your attention. The factual. A person from Birmingham who wears a flat cap and strikes fear into their enemies. Yes, Alison Hammond is nominated. Go on, have a biscuit. Nobody's looking. Hands. clashing hands. Everybody.
And the gorgeous Joel Dommett joins us now. It is lovely to have you here. Welcome
It's a
back.
pleasure. You both look wonderful.
Oh,
How great is this?
I feel like we're complete now having you here. It's really lovely.
I'm always hide out behind the sofa whenever you need me.
Ready to pop up. I'm surprised we got you here because you must be quite busy because obviously tomorrow is the big day. Are you rehearsing today?
Rehearsing today, rehearsing tomorrow, doing all the press and stuff.
But this is the third time you've done it, so you know what you're doing.
I kind of know.
You've got this.
It's such a wonderful show. You know, I mean, I say this every year, but it's just like, it's like the office party of our business.
Yeah.
And everyone's there. You get to see everyone, and it's so nice. Got the added pressure of my wife being unbelievably pregnant.
Yes.
She's very pregnant.
I mean, it could literally happen at any moment.
Yeah.
Is that right?
And is she going to come to the awards as well?
So we don't know. I mean, last week we were like, yeah, we could do it. It'll be absolutely fine. And now it's just so close that.
Yeah.
So she might be in the dressing room, I think, and just
You
sort of
never know.
hang out
With a midwife.
with a midwife, just in case it all happens.
Well, the other thing is, if Masked Singer wins, you'll be overexcited, she'll be delighted, waters could break at any moment. You don't need any sort of unexpected surprises.
It's my dream, I think, that it happens tomorrow night. And I arrive at the hospital in a tuxedo. Do you know what I mean?
Or even
so
better,
cool.
look at this morning line, wherever we are. We'll
Yes.
definitely get
Oh, yeah,
Dr.
we've got
Zoe
the
will probably be
doctors.
there.
Such a
You
good
don't need to go
idea.
anywhere. You can carry on doing the show.
Dr. Nighat.
Should just be,
We've got a
how you
whole
doing,
load of
darling?
people.
That's such a great, that's so great. And I could get all of the different television shows involved. Repair shop could do the sewing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone from Casualty who's not even qualified.
Yes, all the midwife
but knows all the words.
Yeah, Piers Morgan could keep everyone at bay.
Stephen Morgan can do some tricks.
Yeah, Stephen Morgan could be like, now you see him, now you don't. I don't know. Oh, Stephen Morgan on the umbilical cord. Oh, keeps on coming, keeps on coming.
Did you ever look down, though, when you're hosting it at everybody and everybody's sort of having a good time and misbehaving and possibly had a few drinks before they come in and thought, oh, I've got to hold this together?
It is a weird night when I realise I'm the only one who's working it. Like, it's really mad. And, but I love it that way. I feel like...
I'm like that. Shush, everybody. Let's listen to Joel.
Yeah,
I like to listen to what you're doing.
I direct it straight at Anna Dex. They're right at the front. And they laugh and they smile at everything. So I really direct it at them. And, but it's part of it. It's like, also, I don't want everyone to, like, shut up. Because it's like... It's so fun, and I want everyone to just have a really fun time. I don't really mind if they're listening. Like, it's such a dream. I just really think it's such a wonderful show.
Can I just ask, if you do win with the Masked Singer, will you just like come out of being a presenter and then go and accept the award, say thank you? How will that work?
I've never done it, but it feels like a narcissist's dream for me to be like, oh, more of the evening about me? Yes, please.
That would be amazing for you to win, though.
We won the BAFTA, and I really didn't expect to win the BAFTA.
Yeah.
And because it was like Strictly were nominated and things like that, and so I sort of wandered up and I just hadn't thought about it. I was like, I had nothing to say.
It'd be nice to do the double, wouldn't it? To win both.
Oh, that would be great.
Do you know what else would be nice? Our very own Alison Hammond
This
here,
one.
won Best Presenter.
No one can win over our Ant and Dec. They're so good. I even voted for them.
Yeah.
I even voted for them. I was like, Ant and Dec, got to win.
They are very good, but it would be nice, wouldn't it?
It'd be
Well, it's like you get 2 for 1 with me. Do you know what I mean? I probably weigh the same as both of them put together. I'm not going to lie. But you know what? Last year I thought I'd won. I actually thought I'd won last year.
No.
I heard Ant and I thought it was Alison. I was like, I looked at Dermot, have I won? And he went, no, babe. So I went,
I feel like it's so much pressure for those for Anna Deck because it's like they've won it for so long.
But they do deserve it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, they're absolutely amazing.
So how are you feeling about potentially having a little game of Dad to Be over here with us? Obviously, we've changed many a nappy. This is going to be your first baby.
I've never changed a nappy.
Are you joking?
Right.
This is my first time on live on tele.
No, because then we'll win. Let's follow us over here. This is our game.
Come on.
It's our baby shower game. I'm going to leave that there.
Which way?
Giles is over here. Hello, Giles. Do take over and tell us what to do.
Holly, you go there. Alison, you're in the middle. Joel, you are here.
Round here.
Okay.
Oh, look
Good to see you. Good luck.
Oh, you look amazing.
I've got advice for your wife.
Okay.
If there's gas and air on offer, take it. If there's an epidural on offer, take it.
Okay.
Then let you do all the work. I have
good
changed
advice.
more babies' nappies than any of you combined because I have 3 children and 7 grandchildren.
Wow.
In my day, it was done with actual linen napkins.
Oh, yeah, and
a
a
nappy
pin.
stand that you put your hands in. What you've got to do... No, don't start yet. Don't start yet. right?
Sorry.
When I blow the whistle, you have got to remove the nappy from the baby. That's a soiled nappy.
Okay.
You put it in the little bin next door. You then wipe the baby's bottom with this little cloth here.
Okay.
And then you apply the new nappy, which you can prepare. You can see Alison's already preparing hers. Since you two are experienced mothers, done a lot of this, you will wear blindfolds. I don't think you should have to.
Oh, OK.
So Joel gets to not wear one?
He's a man.
All right.
Doing two things
ready.
at once is difficult for him.
We ain't got much time, let's do it.
Being on telly and changing the nappy is going to be quite a challenge.
Right.
So you don't have to wear it. I'm going to blow the whistle, and then you are going to start. Are you ready? On the count of 3.
Well, this
3,
is
2,
1.
Hiya, darling. Hiya, baby.
Hello.
Oh my God,
darling.
trying to clean
In the bin.
Yeah, support the baby behind the head.
Oh my God.
Behind the head.
Newborn.
Behind the bed.
Hiya, darling. Hiya, baby.
Let's wipe
Wipe the bottom, just wipe.
Hiya, darling.
From back to front.
Back to front.
Beautifully done.
How do you do that?
Is it?
I think so.
Yes, she has.
No way.
They actually
Game over. Look at that.
Willoughby.
Well
That's
done,
three.
Holly.
Congratulations, Holly Willoughby.
And I could put my lipstick on in the car
Can
with no
I
mirror.
say-
No, but to be fair, you did have 3 children.
Exactly.
That's a lot of nappies.
Mother of the year. But this is our first time, Dad.
I just got to
Well
the
done.
Just keep going. Go on, keep
You've got to open
going.
it up.
Yeah, I need to learn this.
Open it up, you see that? It's got little bits on the side.
The little tabs.
We can let you two
Put it
carry
there,
on
there we
with
are.
your
And chat to it all
daddy
while
daycare
singing
moment.
songs.
Joel, good luck tomorrow night. We'll see you
Good luck
there.
tomorrow.
Lots of
See you
love.
there. Good luck, Alison. You're
Right,
amazing.
after all Now, it was Shakespeare who wrote that the course of true love never did run smooth. And if you've seen most of the recent series of Celebs Go Dating, I'm obsessed. Nothing could be truer for Vanessa.
From arguing over pizza toppings to walking out on a date, which we've heard is not really true. But her search for love has been anything but easy.
It was so boring. I don't care anyway. It doesn't make any difference to me.
How about I feed you a marshmallow?
It's all right. There's no need for that. I feed myself. It's fine.
There was no spark whatsoever. I don't think we had anything in common at all on my next date. I want somebody with something about him and somebody with some kind of allure. That's what I'm looking for, allure.
Well, Vanessa joins us now, and it is so lovely to have you here. I am obsessed with this series. I did text you the other day and say I think I could probably do a better job at
I wish you would.
I think I might.
Anyone who wants to help me out, please
I think we should
do.
just take over.
I know, yeah.
We should take
Can you
over from the
imagine?
experts.
You couldn't do much worse, let's put it that way.
Why did you want to do it in the first place?
I just thought it'd be good fun.
Yeah.
And both my girls watched it, excuse me, and they said it's light-hearted, it's good fun, there's no jeopardy.
Yeah.
But, of course, this series is the very first one with the brunches, these dreaded brunches, where all sorts of horrible things happen.
So go on, tell me about
the people they've dated all turn up and have to face them face to face. They get live feedback, essentially. So it's all very incredibly awkward. You have to pick who you want to pick in front of them, and it's just awful.
So have you had good feedback so far?
Of course not. I've had shocking feedback. The thing is, look, this is reality telly. It's not real life. And in real life, you just would never do anything like this, would you? You wouldn't go on a date with a load of television cameras and people filming you. Oh, my God. And so, you know, it's an incredibly difficult thing to do. I mean, you've done the series, isn't it difficult?
I've done it, and it was at a bad time in my life, really. My mum was really ill, so I shouldn't have done it at that time because I wasn't ready to meet anybody because I wasn't in that headspace. And yes, you're right, it's awkward, loads of cameras around you.
Exactly, and you know, in real life, you wouldn't go on a date if you didn't fancy the person first.
No, I agree.
You know, you'd want to be there, whereas in this show, they fix you up, and very often, you know, you look at them. It's not because I think I'm better than them or I'm so fabulous, I think I'm Angelina Jolie. I know exactly who I am. It's just that, you know, you're entitled not to fancy someone if you don't, you know.
Totally.
And, you know, some of the conversation is just like, well, you know, walking through treacle, it's just so difficult. And you know, you go... And also, you know, I felt that I was on my absolute best behaviour. I was charming, I was delightful, I was terribly, terribly interested in the fact that they really like knitting or, you know, they really like to grow a certain kind of dahlia. You know, I really listened. But the bits that they use are always the bits where I'm like, oh... You know,
but it's TV,
or swearing my head off, of course.
I know, I love that.
Yes.
I mean, I actually loved those moments. Let's talk about the moment then that you were told off. This was on the date, this was the salmon smoker.
Yes.
I think that's what they called the visual title, but Richard. And you were seen on the phone. He got in his feedback. He was saying she was on her phone and then she walked off and left. What actually happened?
What really happened was I was casting a few looks of kind of desperate, like, help to the crew, because obviously there are people filming all the way around. I'm like, oh, God. And the chief exec came over and said, Vanessa, you've been called into work. There's a breaking news story. So I looked at my phone to confirm it. I wasn't just staring at my phone through the day. That would be terribly rude, and I honestly didn't do it. I looked at my phone, and I said to the fella, the smoked salmon man, I said, oh, God, I'm so sorry. I've got to go into work. It's a current affairs and news programme, and there's a breaking news story. Got to run in. So sorry, goodbye. But, of course, you know, they didn't show that bit. So it looks as if I'm just looking at my phone rudely, and then I just turn and stride out while this poor fellow's mid-chew, like...
Yeah, that's
and I walk
fair.
out the door, which isn't nice. And when I watched it, I thought, God, that looks so rude. But that's not what really happened. On the other hand, I'm a veteran of reality TV, having done the first ever Celebrity Big Brother. I should know by now
how these things
very
work.
Often it isn't how it felt at the time, and it isn't what really happened. But it's a bit pathetic when you say that afterwards, because everybody thinks they've seen you do a certain thing.
I know.
You know, but let's face it, light-hearted. And I just thought it was better to try and get back in the
I did
saddle.
feel a bit
That was all
sorry
I was
for
trying
you.
to do.
There was a moment on last Thursdays, and this was with Paul, and it was in the brunch that we were talking about. And they basically set you up with somebody that was very, very similar to your ex.
Yeah,
and
reminded me very much of my ex.
And we just thought from job to age to all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And I thought that you clearly were quite triggered by this and quite upset about this.
I felt quite panicked because I thought, gosh, I'm on telly, I'm being filmed.
Yeah.
Oh, dear, this is so awkward, this is so uncomfortable. Oh, no. Gosh, what shall I do? I didn't really know what to do because you're stuck there with cameras all over the place. And I thought, oh, no. And I was feeling a million different emotions. And so when the agents came to take me away to say, well, how's it going? I said, well, gosh, it's going dreadfully. You know, really, this fellow is very similar to my ex, and I'm not at all comfortable, and it's exactly what I said I didn't want. And for some reason, which I still don't understand, I really don't, I didn't understand it at the time, and I don't get it now, the agents got very angry about this. Instead of saying to me, oh, sorry, we didn't mean to put you in that position, why don't we come and join you at the table, for example, and make it easier or something, they got very cross with me. I don't know why. It's all over and done with now, you know, it's all...
You're still friends with Paul?
Of course we're friends.
Because I love Paul. I don't know why he was...
Don't know. Something I think he must have been triggered, but I don't know why. I genuinely don't know why.
Obviously, you can't give away any spoilers, but we do hope, I mean, you know, we all want you to fall in love because we love you. Like, you're a lovely person. You deserve to find your happily ever after.
Thank you.
With this journey, for want of a better word, do you learn anything about yourself? Does it end up in a positive place?
I mean, I can't obviously give away anything much, but I can say that I think as of last night, things do turn around.
She's got a man, everyone! She's got a man! Vanessa's got a man!
Don't preempt anything, but, you know, the journey does get better. And I suppose it has to be bad for it to get good, doesn't it?
Yes, that's true.
But people must remember, it's not real life. It's only
Pinch of salt, please, everybody.
So these rumours about this millionaire, that's a load of rubbish.
Where is he? If there's a millionaire, someone introduce me. I'd love that. God, it'd be so
You can get in touch here on the...
To be with someone who can afford to buy me a pizza, I would love it. It'd be fantastic.
Oh, take it with a pinch of salt. Thank you so much.
Vanessa, it's so good to
Lovely
see
to see you
yes,
both.
and I'll be tuning in and watching Celebs Go Dating because it is
Don't take it too seriously.
Before that, how was it you two met at Beyonce? What do you mean you were going to Beyonce? What were you doing at Beyonce together?
We were watching Beyonce. We weren't together.
You went to Beyonce with Libby, my little girl Libby. Yeah. Wow.
We had a lovely time, didn't we?
So, like, hip and down with the kids. Yes, that's amazing.
Give me more credit, please.
Well, as you can see, they are here. Lovely to see you both. It's a semi-final start today on the telly. Do the celebrities...
BBC One.
Yeah, we're aware of the channel. Do the celebrities get better every year?
Well, not since you... I mean, Andy, you set the bar, didn't you, really? I mean, you know, let's be fair.
What can I say? One sec, John. There must be a clip somewhere.
I'm sure that...
Oh, we have a clip.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here's the clip.
There you go. This has got to be Andy.
If that tastes anywhere near as good as it looks, I'm going to be a very, very happy bald bloke. Andy, it actually tastes better than it looks.
Wow. It's very, very good indeed.
Our quarter-finalist is Andy.
Congratulations. But you made it to a quarter-final.
Yeah.
You made it to a semi-final.
Yep.
You made it to a final.
Yep. And I didn't win.
Oh, it's all right.
It's all right.
You won the life
Have you ever done it? You've not done it?
I know, I'd be
That
terrified.
moment where you have to wait for you to to tell us or the contestant what it's like, what it tastes. It's unbelievable. The pressure is mad. How have they, the semi-finalists, dealt with the pressure?
Do you know, it really surprises me that they're celebs and they should be used to, you think, the lights, the television cameras, but they get really nervous, really, really nervous. I thought they'd be... I think the pressure just gets to you. Well, you have first-hand experience, my friend. Is it nerve-wracking?
It's really nerve-wracking because, again, in your day-to-day job, you're not judged on what you do. But I make a banana muffin, all of a sudden I've got television's most famous judges in a cookery show judging your food.
I mean, I think what happens and what we're seeing now is we've got our final 8. They've come through the process. They've all got a bit of confidence. They now know they're decent cooks. There's a bit of camaraderie. At the same time, there's this competition going on. And there's a bit of laughs happening, and, you know... So it becomes a very, very different contest altogether. They want to please.
Now they want to win. It gets to that bit. You get so far, don't you? And sometimes you're like, oh, actually, I could probably do this. Who has impressed you the most this year?
Oh, it's hard to say because then you're going to give away who wins it. I think Amy, it's obvious she does a lot of cooking at home. I think Win...
Yes.
For the creativity.
No, the creativity is amazing, yeah.
I think I didn't see Max. I didn't see at the start. I didn't see most improved.
And Luca, when you suddenly find out his story, because Luca, you know, you think of Love Island, and actually his mother's Italian, so cooks all the time. His father's a fishmonger, so suddenly you've got this guy who has got all this experience, and that experience as a kid growing up is all important to Master.
And he says you've really helped him as well.
Well, that's very kind of him.
Yeah, he has. He's gone on the record of saying how...
Yeah, and that's... I saw it in the press, and it's really kind of him to say so, but I think one of the journeys that we see with MasterChef a lot is people actually become themselves.
Yeah.
And they love becoming themselves rather than just being a celeb.
You guys, though, let's put the spotlight on you guys for a second, because you've worked together for so long now. Don't look worried, Greg, it's all right. What do you think the key is to a successful working relationship?
That's very interesting, isn't it? Because we've been working together for nearly 20 years.
That's a long time.
We knew each other for 10 years before that, and people say, are you really mates? I said he was best man at my wedding.
Oh.
All right, he wasn't best man at every wedding. but he was the...
One of them.
One of them, yeah. I don't think you could write a pamphlet on what makes it work. I trust him impeccably. I'm really fond of him.
And that's where
we give each other space. I think it's trust.
Yeah, and respect. And I think the thing is we don't really socialise. We dress differently, we have different tastes in music, in restaurants, in food. And I think as an overview for the viewer as well, that means they're getting different opinions.
Yeah.
But it means, as Greg said, we've got space. You know, I suppose like any great relationship, isn't it? With this, we've got space. We are like a married couple at times, though.
You need your space.
Well, we're going out after this for
lunch,
coffee and cake.
Oh, nice. There we go.
I might just have a coffee.
If you'd let me know, I would have baked for you.
Imagine they come into your restaurant or your bar, whatever it is, and they're like ordering coffee and cake. You'd just be so nervous, wouldn't you? You just judge it wherever you go.
Do restaurants get nervous when you walk in? I said, how would I know? what does a nervous restaurant look like?
But I also think, like with the celebs, if you're good at what you do, yes, you have butterflies, especially so going on stage, for instance. But if you're good at what you do, you've got the confidence. A restaurateur, a great restaurateur, you'll walk in and they'll be very glad to see you.
Yes.
Because they know what they're doing. And what I love about watching Celebrity MasterChef is that as this contest goes on, you watch that pride and that confidence suddenly come, and these people, you know, really grow. And there's emotion that goes along the way, but there's something really wonderful to see in how that people do actually change over food. It's
from a very basic level, the food gets better and better at this stage.
Yes.
And you start taking bigger and bigger mouthfuls. That's for sure.
That's a clue.
Yes.
Do you play roulette? You obviously know who's won because it's a recorded programme. When you both take a step back and go, did we see him or her winning? What would you say? Did you see them winning when you first saw them?
Can I quote John Turode on this, if you don't mind? Because we've been asked this before. He said, at week 1, Greg and I can tell you exactly who's going to win that competition.
Yeah.
And by week 3, we've thrown them out. Because you never know.
I like that.
You never know.
That's what it's about, isn't it?
Celebrity MasterChef is on BBC One tonight from 8 p.m.
It is. Thank you very much.
And all week there's different things going on. It's very exciting.
OK.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thanks for that curry yesterday. It was amazing.
delicious.
If I was the only judge, you would have won that, you know.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you. Because it was you that did... Anyway.
Put you in it.
For another time.
Brilliant stuff. And Claire joins us now. We actually had Delta Goodham in the other day, who is just gorgeous, isn't she?
She's stunning.
She is so lovely. Now, we know this isn't your first solo album, but for you, this is a real sort of celebration of female artists and celebration of the divas, as it were.
Yeah. I think I always used to say that I'm not trained, I didn't go to stage school or anything, and I always used to say that I learned how to sing by listening to Karen Carpenter and Karen Carpenter's voice. And then the more I thought about it, it's from many, many artists, so like Whitney and Celine and Barbra Streisand and Olivia Newton-John. I just kind of taught myself how to sing, just singing along and listening to those records that I love, those big, massive anthems,
So you've teamed up with your favourite people, I suppose. So Delta, tell us how that came about.
Well, I always knew I wanted to do No More Tears, one of my favourite songs ever. And I always used to try and force people to sing it with me at karaoke, but no one ever wanted to. So it was kind of a case of trying to find someone that would do it with me. And all these names were flying about, and someone suggested Delta, and I got very excited and thought that would be amazing, but there's just no way. There's just no way that she said yes, and she did say yes straight away. And she's just been an absolute dream to work with on it. It's been lovely.
And this isn't your first album, this is your second album.
Yeah.
Is it more difficult making music as a solo artist, or do you like the comfort of having others around you, sort of in the Steps environment?
I think it's different. Like live performances, I'm finding a bit strange because you get that moment where you can have a little drink of water or something. There's normally someone else there to chat to the audience, and I keep forgetting that, oh, no, it's me. Everyone goes very quiet.
All about you.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, can you just give me a minute?
I do have to say, I just have to have a little quick drink. Just bear with me one sec. But recording and stuff, it's kind of the same. Right. We do everything separately anyway. It's quite nice to be the only one making the decision.
That makes a huge difference.
I can imagine.
It takes much less time.
And I can imagine even for little things, like obviously I was in the Saturdays, it feels like many moons ago now.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine now sort of agreeing on the same day off and like little things, when you've had your own career and then going back into that group environment.
It's quite, when we do step stuff, it's always very condensed. So it's normally like there's a 2-week period where we know that every day is going to be steps, and it's kind of, it's easy to, we've all got lives and families and all sorts of other stuff that we have to worry about, so it has to be like that.
And how about in terms of sharing like new material with them? Because I imagine you're close, right? You've been performing together for so many years. Do you ask for their approval almost? Like, do you when you want someone's opinion and you're like, OK, who knows me? Who knows what,
Yeah, I don't ask for their opinion, only because we have so many opinions when we're doing step stuff.
I'm just not how long
involved.
It could take.
Yeah, I'm not getting involved. I'm not going to let them have any kind of control over it. Yeah, it's my decision. I'm doing it. But yeah, they've got it, and I haven't asked. I don't want any feedback, just in case they hate it.
Have you been surprised at how long the whole Steps thing has lived? We all thought you'd gone away and then it came back. Have you been surprised at the longevity of that band?
I think everybody is, aren't they? Going from 5, 6, 7, 8 to... I think when we first started, everyone saw us a bit of a novelty act and a bit of a... it wasn't going to last. And we did have quite a big chunk of time away, and I think that really helped. And I always say we do have the benefit of hindsight now. It's like we had a career and then we started it again, and we made all the mistakes then, so we hopefully don't make them anymore.
And you must feel so fortunate too, right? Because, some people are never in that position. They're always waiting for their career to get to the next thing. And testament to you guys and the fact, how well-loved you are, selling out arena tours and, albums and everything else, that actually you get to do it again pretty much when you want.
Yeah, it's great. And it's we don't apologise for what we are. And I think maybe back in the day we did. I just was so desperately wanted to be cool, and we weren't cool, and I'm still not cool, and I'm fine with it now. I'm absolutely fine with it.
Do you think back then you were all thinking maybe one day we will be seen as cool? And actually that's probably done you a favour.
Yeah, I think some people, retrospectively,
Can I tell you, you were cool to
now.
me.
Really?
Oh, are you kidding me? That was like my... Steps were my thing. Yes, of course. Cowboy hats and everything. Yeah.
I made a cowboy hat cool.
You did.
Apparently.
You did.
Amongst a certain age group.
And even now...
5 to 9-year-olds.
But then as a solo artist, Do you feel you're more credible? Do you feel that your music is much more grown up? Does it, you know, I'm looking at this here, you know, this is a very different looking to the...
Yeah, it feels worlds apart, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think, I mean, our music, Steps music is quite grown up, really. A lot of our songs, everybody has this image of us as that we're quite kiddie and our songs are quite, I don't know, throwaway, but actually, if you really listen to them, the lyrics are normally quite depressing and quite sad and heartbreaking. So, I don't know, when it's with me, I try and... I always had this battle that people, not only did they think we were a bit of a novelty, but they thought we couldn't do the job that we were there to do. Yeah. And I take singing really seriously. And I think I'm all right at it. Oh. So I kind of wanted to just...
And then some.
Yeah,
it must be so nice being creative in your own space too, and knowing, like, what your strengths are and going, you know, we all know you for the voice, right? The voice of the group. When I think of Steps, I think of you, right? So being able to tackle those big power ballads, it must be really refreshing.
Yeah, it is lovely to be able to sing the kind of songs that I absolutely love listening to. The songs I grew up kind of wailing to in my bedroom, and it's just, it's nice to be able to just go for it and all in one big chunk and just kind of go, these are the things that I love, and you know, put them out there and hope everybody else loves it as well. It's, brilliant. You know, I never thought I'd do an album of up-tempo bangers on my own. So it's even a bit of a surprise to me.
But it's feel good, right?
Yeah, it's
we need more of that.
I love it.
Exactly. And I have to say, it is a great-looking album. I've got a Sharpie pen out, writes on anything, and your album. Could you sign it, please?
Of course.
Not for me, but for the Vision Mixer who works on this show called Andrew.
Yes, we've heard.
Andrew.
Andrew.
Okay.
Andrew's going to be very excited.
He really is for a man called Andrew. Claire, thank you very much
indeed. Otherwise known as Andy.
Andrew.
Andrew Peters, please.
Oh, my life. Rob joins us now, as you can see. Rob, it is the most ridiculously lovely job to do. Tell me it is.
It is an absolute gift and a complete privilege, just as it is being alongside you. I have to say, it's so joyful here today.
Well, that's what we try.
So
We're
lovely.
A big old team.
We did. We have a lovely time.
Happy Friday. No, it really is. It's a complete gift. You know, and you know, I get, you know, you could look at it and see it just as sort of bling and going to fabulous hotels.
Oh, I'm sure nobody thinks
and it is partly that, but it also asks, you know, really important questions about what makes these hotels amazing. And what's really interesting, and I think most people have responded to it in this way, is it really isn't about all of the jazz or the gold or the bling, so to speak. It's about the communities that make up those hotels. And all of them, each episode, is doing something new, be that for the local community, the local environment, or the people who go to conspire to make up these incredible places. And that's been the biggest gift of all.
And for you, obviously, this is like the dream job. What would be the place that you actually visit again for holiday?
You know, I know it's such a... I mean, it's not necessarily the answer one. I'd go to all of them for different reasons.
OK.
Right, yeah.
And that's what's so sort of magical about the programme. So, you know, going to Morocco and meeting the local Berber community who make up now 100% of the hotel. And it's a place that's rebreathed life into an area that really was struggling. Or the Maldives, which, of course, is grand and fabulous and has got all of the things that you would want. But, again, it was a part of the world that was really struggling. Not economically, but the coral was dying. So, again, they've worked out ways to think about how they might contribute to the local environment. And Sri Lanka, which is Sunday Week, you know, those were communities, some of which, when I was working in international law, I'd been very invested in. Two communities that really were, to say the very least, in conflict. Communities have come together and rebuilt a hotel, worked alongside one another. And there was a moment when I turned around and saw Sinhalese community and the Tamil community alongside one another, delighting in delivering the best thing in the world. And that really, I have to say, was a moving moment.
I bet.
When you look at your job, when you were sitting in the courtroom most days, you know, air-conditioned room, same old room.
Where was it air-conditioned?
I assumed they were air-conditioned.
No,
sorry. So you were sitting in an unair-conditioned room being a judge. To then now travel... I'm sure you didn't travel the world as much then. I know you said you worked in international
Well, actually,
law.
I did used to do
But were you staying in hotels like this?
Sometimes. I mean, I used to prosecute the owners of quite a few of them, so that's changed.
What, and then stay in the hotels as well?
No, not in those ones. But that's a whole other story. No. I mean, I used to go around the world to do various cases, and definitely not in as much comfort as you can imagine.
Yes.
But certainly the thing that I was always interested in is always the people.
Yes.
Yes.
They like make up, any community of whatever kind of creative community here, a hotel, whatever people are doing. Ultimately, at the heart of everything, how you deliver everything is the soul of the people that go towards creating whatever it is they do.
Yeah, of course. And what sort of the period of time filming this? How long are you actually... Because this is... I'm just like, next series, can we have a go?
Yeah, exactly.
How long is this? Are you just away for a real long period of time, or...
Yeah, we're there for a week. And like I said, because we really want to get under the skin of the hotel.
See, that's lovely. When you see these things, you think, oh, they've probably popped there for a minute and someone showed them the best parts and...
Right, no, not a bit of it. And I ask difficult questions, as you can imagine.
Yes.
I don't walk around way down by the subconscious. I probably shouldn't ask that question. Where are the staff actually staying?
Yeah.
Is this a real contribution? Meeting in the Maldives, for example, the one Jadaga, the only woman butler there, and asking what it meant for her to be there. And why did service at that level and that excellence matter to her? Going to Hubertus, which is a Christmas special, which is a place of architectural wonder, but it's run by an entire family. So if something goes wrong in the middle of the night, it's the son and the dad that will show up to your room.
Yeah.
What does it mean to them to make that hotel? Why are they there? What is it about the local landscape that they love? Why do they want to share the passion? Ultimately, I think it's like good food or anything else. When you have passion, when you have delight and joy, and you invest it into cooking or into a place, that permeates into everything. And that's what ultimately makes an amazing hotel.
And a lot of pride, I imagine. That's one thing that like when you visit different places, I kind of, especially if it's a family-run place, I kind of really love that element of pride.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sort of that five-star lifestyle that the hotels portray, to get behind the scenes and think, well, of the people who are working there having a five-star lifestyle is really
It's an essential question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, how ethical is it? All of those things, but at the heart of it, the lovely restaurants you love, the places you go into.
Yeah.
At the heart of it is the warmth, the heart, the soul and the spirit of a community.
So this is so different to you being... being the person obviously, anyone who knows you enjoy a little bit of luxury, but to suddenly be doing this luxury lifestyle programme as opposed to doing Judge Rinder programme and writing books. So did you welcome the change?
I mean, to say the least, of course.
Yeah.
But none of us are one thing.
Yes.
Right, and, I've written lots of columns and, as you know, made lots of documentaries over the years. It's a complete privilege doing this job. We get, for a limited period of time, an amazing platform to share things we know and love about. And that's, like all things, be it classical music, which I want to share about, or female grime art that I'm really into. Shout out to Shiesty. The point about it is that I really care deeply, as we all should, about limiting this thing that we tell other people that they should stay in their own lane. Each of us has a pen, and the world tells us what our story is. It's our job to grab it back.
We're not supposed to be in a box. We're not supposed to be in a box.
And the trial is out, which I'm very
Well, I was
excited.
going to say, genuinely, yesterday I was in the gym. Not sure if you noticed I go. And a friend of mine was on the bike. And he was listening.
He goes to the gym all the time, you know. The bike thing.
The bike thing. And he was genuinely listening to this. I said, what are you listening to? He said, I'm listening to Rob Rinder's book. And he was telling me how great it is. This book has been a huge success.
I'm so proud of it. And thank you for saying that. And it's a massive, bestseller on audio. Now, however you read, whenever you read, whatever you read, I think it's an amazing thing to do. And this is a whodunit.
Yeah.
And so far, nobody's got that I know. Yeah.
OK.
So it's based also at the bar. So coming back to my old world, which I'm still a member of Chambers, I still teach, I still care about sharing and talking about the law, which we all need to understand. But this lifts the lid on what it's like to be a pupil trainee barrister. Ooh. And it unpicks that world. Okay. And lots of people don't know about it. You have to do a pupillage, an apprenticeship, which is pretty much like the 19th century. The heart of it is Adam Green, who is part of solving whodunit. It's a hero cop that dies of Botox poisoning. Not looking at anyone, but just saying.
Oh, my life. Well, look, I can see you're wearing trainers today, which is good, because one of the items we're doing on today's show is about a new... Is it a TikTok? Tip-top? What's it called? Thank you. TikTok trend, which is called, like, step what you and I would call step aerobics. I would love for you to stay and enjoy.
Yes, there's a real update on that. Well, you did say that you're many things.
Why are you looking at me like that? Why wouldn't you?
Because you knew full well, let's just be clear, full disclosure, that there's no way I would do that unless you asked me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I can say no to Andy Peters.
No, nobody. I've tried all week. I've tried all week. It doesn't work.
In that case, it is going to be a pleasure to do this item with you later.
We can't
thank
wait.
You.
That's it. You've done it now. You've done it.
As long as you show us the ageing portrait of you in an attic somewhere.
Oh, stop! Right, thank you so much for now.
Buy the chart and watch at 8 o'clock on
a week on Sunday.
Yeah,
a week on Sunday.
There we go.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Each one's a classic and we love them. Ali's here. Do you mind? Ali's here with us. Ali, good morning. Nice to see you.
Morning.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, 40 years since we all first... I mean, you weren't even born.
I wasn't born.
She wasn't born. I was.
But I know all the songs.
Oh, yeah, you know all the songs.
Yes.
They are so great. You're on the road now. You're on the road next year. Tell us a bit about, you know, how you're still going strong.
Well, we just came back from Holland and Spain, where we played 2 enormous reggae festivals, actually. And it's great what's happening in Europe and actually worldwide. Reggae festivals have grown exponentially, you know. And so the Reggae on the River in Holland that we just played, I can remember when there were 4,000 people and there were 25,000 people there day before yesterday. And about 30,000 people at the Rototom in Spain. So reggae festivals are looking very healthy.
Yeah, and you must have really seen that sort of growth over the years, right? Like you say, previously 3,000 and then yesterday or the day before yesterday in the 20,000s. Reggae's on the rise and we're all here for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, when we chose to play reggae music, it was the youngest music form in the world, really, you know, and I think that's why we're still knocking about, because people love reggae, you know, and it hasn't outlived its cool yet, you know.
No.
And it's very much influencing contemporary dance music, you know, all the mixing that's happening, it all comes from dub.
Yeah.
So reggae's having, a big time at the moment.
Exactly. It is. Now, we've got to be clear, because there's been a bit of confusion. There's UB40 and there's UB40 featuring Ali Campbell. So if you want to go and see you on tour, you look out for UB40 featuring Ali Campbell.
Yeah, I'm the one that sang all the hits.
Yes. Yeah,
So,
well, that we know.
That we know. That's why we come to the concert.
Well, that's why we want to differentiate between the different ones. I mean, there's quite a few tribute bands out there as well, you know, and there's some good ones too, you know, knocking about.
But that's the biggest compliment. I feel like that's when you know that you're like, you know, legend
Superstar
status. When there are tribute bands that are actually really good.
Yeah, it's almost embarrassing, isn't it? Like, ooh, far out.
When you're like, they had a really good show today.
Wow. Is it still as wonderful and as rewarding for you to perform on stage as it was 40 years ago?
Yeah, I love it. And, you know, we lost Astro recently, so there'll always be a hole there.
Of course.
But we did a tribute tour for him and there was a lot of love out there for him, you know. And then we carry on. But I'm thoroughly enjoying the shows that we're doing at the moment. We've got Frank Bambini on stage with us from the Fun Loving Criminals.
Amazing.
So he likes to G up the crowd and he's a lot of fun, you know. And it's a set of hits, so we can rock up more or less anywhere in the world. We're lucky for that. And people know our stuff, because we had 40 top 20 hits in the 80s and 90s, you know.
Crazy. And do you think you'll ever lose the bug? Do you think it's just so in you?
I grew up, I live and grow around reggae music, you know. I grew up with the first generation of Windrush kids. All my friends were West Indian or, you know, Caribbean or Asian, you know. I do love Indian music as well. But I grew up listening to reggae, so I understand it, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't. When we first went to America, they'd go, "We love your style of rock and roll. But could you turn the bass down?" You know?
Really?
Yeah, really.
You're like, that's quite crucial.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's
crucial.
And with dub, you know, when we did the first dub album and we got the first dub album in the charts, people were bringing it back, you know, in droves, saying it's faulty, you know, there's no vocals on it. And there's some strange echoes on it and all that. Because we were literally trying to teach people what dub was, because we love dub, you know. but most people didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I suppose it was about you making it commercial, right, and bringing it to the masses at that point. Is there a particular song you've got? You know, we saw that VT there. There's so many strong hits that are instantly recognisable. Is there one that's like the biggest crowd pleaser? What goes down the best?
Well, they all do actually. We've been honing this set down for a long time now, and it is a set of hits.
Right.
So you know, it's like you can't have a favourite hit because it's like having a favourite child. You know? All these hits are our babies, you know. So yeah, we generally put on a show of hits, and everyone knows the songs, and it's kind of easy. You know?
And you're being honoured this week.
We are.
The Camden Music Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
That must... do awards still mean something to you, 45 years later, having been in the business?
Oh, it's lovely to be recognised, you know, and I'm quite proud of my contribution, you know, in promoting reggae, you know.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so I suppose it's accolade time now, 45 years later.
Oh, it's definitely well earned, that's for sure. That is
will you be performing on that night as well?
We're going to play at the Coco, the nice little intimate show.
Yeah.
To celebrate
Where's
the Walk
that?
of Fame.
In London?
In Camden.
In Camden?
It used to be the Camden.
I'm not in the music industry like you two.
No, Coco is like, it's the place.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, fine.
Of course, yeah.
She was in a band, she was in the Saturdays.
I don't think we had a tribute.
No,
No,
they found one.
What?
There was a tribute band for the Saturdays, so there we are. You have the cheap, they're called the Sundays. Best I could come up with at short notice.
It was good, it was good.
Well, honestly, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. And good luck with the tour. So you've got the tour you're on now, and then there is a world tour to come.
There's a big world tour happening next year. We're going to be in the South Pacific and all over the world, basically. That's like I said, we can play anywhere, and we do. You know, we play in Papua New Guinea and Solomon Islands and Rarotonga, Fiji.
Oh, my God.
So you could be doing that rather than having to sit here with me.
I love sitting here with you.
Bless you. Ali, thank you.
Best of luck. That's going to be incredible, isn't it?
Thank you very much for coming in. Lovely.
Thank
Big
you.
love, yeah, man.
Want a frazzle?
No, thank you.
Just thought I'd check.
Tyson Fury might be #1 in the ring, but it's his family running rings around him when he returns home to Morecambe.
And now we're all invited to Tyson and Paris's to find out just what life at home with the Furies is really like.
Yes, heavyweight champ Tyson reckons their Access All Areas TV show is gonna be a knockout, and, well, who are we to disagree?
Not I. What's it like? Fantastic. And the Furies, Tyson and Paris, both join us now from their home in Morecambe, Lancashire, looking resplendent on their thrones. Guys, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Pleasure to be
on. Pleasure's ours. Let's get into it. Your Netflix show, Home with the Furies, it's out today, I believe. What can we expect? Tell us more.
Ooh, we've been watching it already, haven't we? Let's be honest.
We have. I've been binging it. I've been for a run and I've come back and I've watched 2 episodes already.
It is our crazy, hectic, Fury life and every part of it. That's basically what you can expect.
Paris, is there anywhere you have not let the cameras? Have you let them totally access all areas?
Yeah, access all areas. We said when we done this, when we started the show, we said just come in and just take the good, the bad, the ugly. And I think it shows off in the show. It comes out better because you've got the highs and the lows, the good and the bad. And you know what? We're kind of open book people, so it just seemed logical to do it, just complete all access.
Well, it wasn't all access. I wanted them to film me in the shower, but they didn't.
Yes, but
So
we
that
did
wasn't
declare that was
accessible.
off limits. Yes. The bathroom was off limits.
All right, OK, we got it.
I believe all 6 of your children will feature on the show as well.
Yes, that was fun, wasn't it?
It was, you know, looking at the kids, and it was like a year ago. So my oldest daughter back then, she was 12 and she's nearly 14 now. So a lot's changed since the year ago. I look back at it and, like, such a lot can change in here. It's crazy,
Yeah, the
isn't it?
baby's gone from newborn to, like, a big baby now.
Now she's 2. Yeah,
We're
it's
nearly
crazy.
having number 7.
And there's a 7th on the way. Congratulations,
Good to
by
look
the way.
back on
Fantastic.
anyway.
Paris, you always look so beautiful
Thank
on
you.
camera.
Thank you.
So I just don't know how you do it. It's like, well, 7 on, like the 7th on the way.
Yeah, I don't. As you'll see on the show, there's times when I just sort of crawl out of bed and look like something from under a rock. So when you get your makeup on, it does transform you quite a bit.
Well, you're always
I think she's the prettiest with no makeup on and her sweatpants on, chilling with no makeup on.
I know you think that. I don't. I don't think the world does either.
My
I think you're a natural beauty.
Tyson, let's get a word on your career at the moment. You've reversed the recent retirement decision, yes? You're going to be fighting in October, I believe?
Yeah, I've got a big fight coming up October the 28th in Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and it's when two kings collide, the best of MMA versus the best in boxing. Which man is going to win? We just don't know. Me, of course!
I know.
I know where I got my money, Tyson, all right? Now, you've also got other people starring on the show. Your dad gets involved, your brother, and even Molly May.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny this morning. I've watched your dad coming off that thing backwards. That was funny.
My dad's TV gold, I think. And I think Paris is very good on TV as well. Obviously, Tommy and Molly, they're like TV people. They became famous on TV. So they're used to it. But Paris, I think, is the breakout star of the show. And my dad as well. My dad's always good for the camera. We really enjoyed it, Paris, didn't we? Really,
do you know
really
what it
enjoyed
is? You just, I think it's because we're natural. You don't put on airs and graces. So when you're just yourself, then your character shines through, doesn't it?
I think so. The only thing I didn't like on the camera is I didn't realise how much I swear.
Yeah, you do swear a lot.
I'm seeing it back on TV. It's like if there was a jar for the homeless and hungry, then I'd definitely cure the world's.
Yeah, if you had a swear jar, you'd fill it.
Problem with swear jar, you know. I need to stop all that.
Well, we appreciate you not swearing at this moment in time. Obviously, the reason why you guys are doing the show while you're on TV is because you're both utterly fascinating. And I was wondering about yourself, Tyson, the fact that you turned 35 last Saturday. Happy birthday, by the way. Did you ever think this would be your life as a 35-year-old man?
I didn't know. I've gone from being 15 to 35. 20 years have passed. Crazy. It's like time evaporating. It's gone very quick, but I look back on my younger self and I think I always knew that I'd be world heavyweight champion, but I didn't think that this type of life, like I have my own Netflix series and best-selling books and songs, and my wife's she's doing books and everything else. So it's been a crazy old roller coaster life, but it just keeps getting better and better. We're just the couple that just keeps on giving.
Yeah, we love you. Paris, tell us a little bit about your book. When's that out?
It's actually out on pre-order now, and it is sort of the question that I've always been asked, that most mums with a few children and a busy lifestyle get asked, is how does she do it? That's the name of my book, and I've tried to put in there, as well as like some of the stories of my life and with Tyson and the children and what we do, sort of my how to roll with it, how I adapt and how I sort of do everything in my life and sort of make it work as being a mother, as being a business person, as being supportive to Tyson with his small amount of needs. Yeah, I tried to get it all in there so that it can be a bit of advice.
We did a piece earlier on where Michelle, our life guru, was teaching people how to say no. Have you mastered the art of saying no to Tyson, Paris?
No,
It's not her who's got to say no to me. It's me. I've got to master the art of saying no to her. But in our life, my secret to happiness is just say yes, never say no, especially to the missus. If you want an easy ride, just say yes.
So I'm getting there. I'm mastering it a little bit better. He asked me to go for a dog walk yesterday, and I didn't want to do it. I said no. I was firm and strong with it.
Good for you. Good for you.
But so you've both said you've binge watched the show. What do you make of it? What are your thoughts on it?
I think it's hilarious. I know it's stupid. Yeah, we sit and watch it, and I'm laughing at our own selves. So it must be funny, unless we're just weirdos that laugh at ourselves all the time. But when you're watching the kids and the family and all the chaos going on, and I think also like. Yeah, the highs and the big glamorous side, but the normal stuff, like I saw this morning, we're rowing over a PE kit, and I thought, it's just funny. I don't know why. I just found it funny to watch it.
We cannot wait.
Can't wait.
We cannot wait. And it is available on Netflix.
Yeah, been an absolute pleasure, guys. Thank you so much for your time. The best of luck with the show. I'm sure it's going to be a smash hit.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Guys.
Bye now.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.
Do you know what? They're the most adorable
Yeah,
couple
they're very
ever.
sweet.
And the way he talks about Paris, it just makes my heart melt.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here.
Oh, goodness me. And Aina Hardwick, who plays murderer Benfield in the series, is joining us now. Now, the Sixth Commandment, as we were just discussing whilst watching that, is based on a true story. Now, this, I cannot wait to get my teeth stuck into this later, but this obviously makes for a brilliant series. But the fact that it's a true story just seems so otherworldly. Were you aware of that when you got asked to play Ben?
The story I was probably vaguely aware of. I think it was living in Ireland. It was less of a story, and then I remember when the audition came in, it sort of jogged my memory, and I watched the documentary Catching a Killer, which Brian Wood's the executive producer of Sixth Commandment made, and that kind of I got acquainted with it that way and was just horrified and appalled by it, and read Sarah's scripts and thought she had done a brilliant job of, capturing an essence of what happened. And so that was my kind of start point when we began the auditions.
I mean, Benfield, he was a psychological manipulator. Oh. He's been described as pure evil. He murdered both victims, Peter and Anne. What was it like getting into the mind of somebody like that?
It was, it's strange. It's something that has happened, and you're playing someone who's done appalling things, and that is different from anything I've done before. So I guess that's the kind of crux of your challenge: is to play, to play this person, to serve that story. You have to do it from the inside out. You have to play them as they saw themselves, and that's the kind of challenge of it. But I was very lucky. Sarah has written a remarkable script. She worked with Peter and Anne's families and the kind of genesis of the script. So I always felt like I was in a very strong foundation, and I just, poured into that, poured over it, and I had lots of research to do after that. So.
I should say he's only convicted for Peter's murder.
Yes.
He wasn't actually convicted for Anne's murder, was he?
Convicted of the will fraud of Anne Moore Martin, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
It just, as you say, you kind of, as, someone that isn't an actor, you wonder how you get your how you get your teeth stuck into that, how you get yourself into that mindset. And it's not only the fact that you've got to go there into what is a really evil person, but the accent. The accent is brilliant. Like, it's so strange hearing you talk like this and watching that trailer. It's so brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I had a great dialect coach, Emma Stevens-Johnson, and she worked with me. And, with anything like that, it's both the accent and it's also the voice and what that tells you about a person and I suppose the insights that gives you. So, yeah, there was a lot of prep to do. There was a lot of sort of research to be done, a lot of thinking. And then when it got to filming, we were lucky. It was such an incredible team. We were in the hands of a really brilliant director. So, there was a lot of work to be done before we got there, but once we did, actually, you're in such safe hands.
Yeah, of course.
You said Sarah Phelps, the writer, spent a lot of time with the family. How important was it to her to get this story right? Because it's very, very sensitive, isn't it? We're looking at it as entertainment, and really, this is true life. This is a true story that you've had to portray.
Well, exactly, and it's so recent, and so I think there's no way you could do this then without Peter's brother Ian and his sister-in-law Sue Farker, Anne Moore Martin's niece Anne-Marie Blake. They were involved and cooperated with Sarah in the kind of writing of it. And I think if you see Sarah speak, you see that she is incredibly passionate. She speaks from the heart, and she writes that way as well. So the intention behind it had to be that. There's no other way you could tell this story. And her intention was always to foreground Peter and Anne's lives as well as their deaths, and to show you these two remarkable individuals and complex individuals. And I think that was her intention. And Saul, the director, he did it in Salisbury Poisonings. I don't know if you've seen that, but he finds this amazing way of of telling you this true story and personalising it and making sure that you know, the victims, Peter and Anne, are sort of always the forefront of it.
Yeah.
So there's no better person to make it, really. And she did, you know, scrupulous research and like really rigorous kind of research to get this right.
And how about for you? Because you were away in Bristol for 3 months working on this. Was it nearly impossible to switch off of an evening when you're in that headspace and you're sort of, am I right in saying that you were filming this in sort of real time, in order of events?
Roughly, yeah, more so than you normally would. We were kind of doing it chronologically, which is very helpful. It was difficult to switch off from the story because I think that's what you want, really. You want to be, when it's something you care about, you want to give it your all.
Yeah.
You want to give it every second. And, you know, I find it hard, I suppose. You come back in the evenings and you're just thinking about the next day. You're just thinking about the scenes for the next day and what you've got to work on and how you can improve. But I think everyone was kind of on that page.
Yeah.
You have that with any bit of work, but I think when there is this added responsibility, you just, you know...
Well, you know, in the court scene, they actually read out the real words that were true to life. I mean, how did that make you feel when they're reading exactly the same words that they were in the court that day?
It was strange because, you know, throughout the shoot, you have moments where the gravity of what's happened, the fact that this was done to Peter and Anne, this horrendous cruelty and deception and manipulation, it hits home often. But there was a moment, all right, in the court, because I think it was a scene in the cross-examination when they're talking about the details of what was done, the exact details of what was done to Peter Farquhar. And there was just a moment after one of the takes where we all, I don't know, the gravity of it all kind of landed with us.
Talk to you.